It's my great pleasure to introduce the next speaker, who I've known for approximately 5 years. And in that 5 years, I've gotten to meet him a number of times. And one of the things that I really appreciate about Alex Collier is his courage. It takes a lot of courage to come out and speak a truth that people aren't ready for. And to tell people that you've had face-to-face meetings with extraterrestrials, human-looking extraterrestrials, who have given you these incredible insights and information is not an easy thing in a very skeptical world, and you pay a very heavy price, and it takes a lot of courage to do that. And Alex has been doing this since 1990. For well over a decade, he paid a very heavy price for doing that, and he continues to do so. He had to go basically quiet for a number of years, had to go kind of like underground, semi-retirement, but only the last year, it's only the last year that he's come back to give some public presentations to talk about what is really an ongoing set of experiences with these phenomenal extraterrestrials from the Andromeda constellation. There's really not much I can say to introduce you or to prepare you for what Alex has to say. It really is something to be open to. It's not an easy thing to accept that people are having these kinds of experiences, but I can assure you it's very, very real. It's something the government does not want you to know about. They are happy to let you know about scary stuff happening out there, but they don't want you to know about the experiences with really benign, loving, beautiful beings from the stars that are here to help us evolve to our next level. And so with that, I am honoured to introduce our next speaker, Alex Collier, who can really open us up to this remarkable phenomenon. Alex.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for attending this presentation. I want to thank Dr. Sala and Angelica and all the staff for this incredible conference. It's just remarkable, and my wife and I are thrilled to be here. We just love the islands, and it's a great escape from the mainland. What I don't want to do today is go into a lot of background. There is more than enough information out there. I know if you just type in my name, some things will come up, okay, both pro and con. And I would just encourage you to research it and make up your own mind. What I want to do, though, is I want to just get right into it. I'm traditionally a very slow starter in a talk, and I want to avoid that. The bulk of the talk will be about mentorship. I want to spend about 15, 20 minutes just kind of bringing you up to speed with things that are going on in the world. Obviously, I'm going to assume you're all paying attention to what's going on. The world politically is changing dramatically. We are moving towards a fascist world government. Individual liberties and rights are disappearing all the time. In fact, here in the United States, the only reason we have a Bill of Rights is because of the Second Amendment, because they haven't figured out how to get the guns. The Constitution is essentially gone. They're doing whatever they want, whenever they want, regardless of the boundaries and the chains that the Constitution limited them to. We have a world financial crisis. All of these things are done as a matter of control. And essentially what we have is we've had a global government for some time, actually, but now they're just becoming more and more overt about it because they feel so confident that they have everybody exactly where they want them. The next couple of years are just going to be absolutely amazing. It's going to seem like 50 years, all the changes that are going to occur. In the end, however, we will look back at it and say, my God, what a blessing. Because clearly what we're doing and what we have created for ourselves isn't working. It has only detached us so much, not only from the earth, but from who we actually are as souls, as beings. So it's not sustainable in any way, shape, or form. Even if the governments of the world came clean and said, okay, we are colonizing Procyon and Altar, and we have found all of these resources, and we're bringing them to the earth, and everything's going to be okay, it is still unsustainable. And the reason for that is we are not living a spiritual life. And that's what we are. We're spiritual beings. Okay? We are not a natural resource to anything or anybody. And over the years, being with Morine and Phaseus of the constellation of Andromeda and others, what's been very difficult for me, the learning curve for me was being able to shift my perspective to how they view us. And that's been a real challenge because, this reality is so real. It is so solid. And having been born and raised a Catholic and come from a very large family, gone through the dogma, the indoctrination, that many of us have gone through as kids, it's been pretty tough to just push it away and just take that huge leap of faith that, okay, this is all wrong, or it isn't sustainable, it isn't right. I'll just take that leap, that risk, and just kind of move away from it, pretend it isn't there, and try something different. There have been enormous challenges. And I know I'm speaking to the choir. I know that this is a very evolved group, and I know that you have all gone through that. Vision quests, tremendous losses in our lives, all of these things challenge us. And those events help define who we are and who we've become. Earth is complicated. There is a darkness that is here, that is present on earth and under the earth and around the earth. Okay? I don't want you to think that it doesn't exist. Earth is a great example of duality. And it's taken me a very long time to get to this place where I'm actually very grateful at this point for that duality, for that darkness, for learning about that darkness. Because I have spent a lot of energy challenging it, butting up against it, saying, how dare you, fighting it, talking about it, etc. Now, it does exist. It is real. And it is partially us, and then there's an element of it that is not us. It is not human. Okay? It's dimensional, spiritual, whatever you want to call it. But what it's done is that it's helped me realize what it is I don't want.